Fire.
Okay. Well, hello folks. Welcome to another episode of the Hold Fast Garage. And if you're paying attention, yeah, this episode starts on the same day that the last one ended. That's my channel. I make the rules. Say hi to Bella. Hi, Bella. Bella says hi. So, still waiting on word from Dad about how to move forward. This girl, dramatic. Anyway, I don't have an agenda necessarily today. I don't have a plan other than we're going to start by cleaning up whatever this is. Okay. This is the trunk. That's what that is. And we're gonna clean that out a little bit and see what kind of damage was done to the floor of the trunk. What kind of rusting we had, because the top being not there, and even when it was there, it was in some pretty bad condition. Water of all sorts leaked into there and rusted it out. So how bad is that? What kind of hull integrity are we looking at here? And then I think I'm going to clean out the glove box, like really clean it out, and disinfect and sanitize and kill it with fire. What we'll do after that, I don't know. Stay tuned. Find out with me. Here we go. Gather round, children, and gaze in wonderment. Treacherous, I think is the proper word. So here's the hitch that my buddy Kevin and I pulled off a long time ago. So we're going to put that over here. So that hitch was aftermarket. Dad put that on. And he said he thinks he hauled a boat once with it. And since it's not original equipment, we're going to go ahead and just leave that off. What else? So I need a trash can. Maybe a net. Here we go. So there's fender skirts. Oof. That is a bit rusty in here. One for each side, obviously. The trouble currently is that the fenders are so rusted out. That's going to be a good long while before those. Ooh, easy. Anyway, before those can be put back in. Let's see here. The original jack, which that just slides around. I think that's a terrible idea. I'm guessing that goes on there. Just look on the other end. Okay. Or your up-down selector. So, Dad explained this a little bit to me. So, this notch goes inside the fender, and you knock the. There's a lot of dust in there falling down. I can hear it. You knock loose the lug nuts with this guy, your tire iron, and then you crank it on up. But of course, you know, the whole weight of the car is resting on that little guy there. Not the best design ever. It should surprise no one to learn that these are no longer standard. I mean, jack, you still get a jack, but you don't get this craziness. So we're going to keep this, but we'll take it out of the trunk for now. A trash can. I need a trash can. And I'm going to need a vacuum. All right. Trash. This cardboard's got, or paperboard has foam rubber on it. So this was something at one point. That's not anymore. Ooh, don't need. Oh, okay. Here's the base for the jack. I'll go over here with the rest of its friends. A mouse turd smell in here is strong. So this here is for the spare tire. So this hooks in. You got a big old wing nut. That's a wonderful sound. So that holds in your spare tire. By the way, wing nut. That's an insult. You call somebody a wing nut, it means they're an idiot. But a wing nut is a really useful fastener. How did that happen? Right, back at it. Flathead screwdriver. Sure I'll find a use for that. Oh, an ancient roll of electrical tape. Think it's any good? No. I have no idea what things are. This is the bottom of the antenna that Dad had put in, or not had put in, he put it in himself. Broom handle. Not sure what the purpose of that's for. I mean, I know what a broom handle is for. Don't know why it's in here. There's a blaster in the past, I'm sure. A good rule to follow. Trade at A.A. Saxrud and Sons. Lake Mills, Scarville, and Joyce. Those are, Lake Mills is where I'm from. Scarville and Joyce are two tiny towns nearby. I think I will clean that up and hang it somewhere, because that's just really cool. Yeah. We got floor mats. God, that was a terrible idea. Oh. It's a set of 4. Complimentary rock. I don't know what that is, but it's rusted beyond use. So, front floor mats and rear floor mats. Very unlikely I'll find a use for that. We'll set it aside as though I would. There we go. I'm going to vacuum that out before I show it to you. Alright, I got it cleaned up a little bit. I don't know if I could run this through the wash. Dutch Boy Paints. Lake Mills Lumberyard Company, Lake Mills, Iowa. You can go ahead and try and call that phone number, but back when I was in junior high, this is how you know you're an old person, or you're getting there anyway. Don't at me. When the area code that you grew up with, when you can say, back when I was in junior high, they changed the area code. They did. It used to be the entire state of Iowa was 515. And 592 is the prefix for the town of Lake Mills. At least the surrounding area. My dad could give you the whole history on this. Anyway, so yeah, when I was in junior high, I want to say, the Des Moines metro area became 515, and then they split the rest of Iowa into 3, like right down the middle, like the French flag. I don't know what the west is, I don't know what the east is, but the center, which is where Lake Mills is, right smack dab in the center, way at the top, became 641. Anyway, so I don't know who this is supposed to fit around. Like, whose waist is that big? Anyway, there it is. This looks like it got some use. I might run this through on the laundry on gentle, see what happens. We'll see. Now, maybe you're wondering to yourself, and rightly so, why, Aaron, you're an amateur, yes, but you're not dumb. Why are you doing this in the garage? Why aren't you doing it outside? Well, as it turns out, so lucky us. I want to take this out. I vacuumed as much as I could. I want to take this out, but my trash can is kind of full, and I don't want to go outside right now and dump it in the other trash can, the bin. So we'll maybe wait on this, see if we can catch a break in the rain. And in the meantime, I'm going to turn my attention to the glove box. See what kind of damage I can do there. if you've seen some of the earlier episodes, you will remember that when I first opened the glove box, it was what the French might call Maison de la Souris, House of the Mouse. I got the bulk of the architecture out of there, and I pulled out some gems. You know, the road maps and the owner's manual that's up in the cabinet over yonder. Lots of good stuff. Well, then I just kind of shut it and was done with it. But it's a thing that needs to be done. It's got to be cleaned out because I just took the bulk of it, and it's still kind of gross. And it is a source of mold and bad smell. So let's clean that out. Yeah? Sounds good. Oh, it's gross in there. Here we go. All right, folks, so after we got everything vacuumed out and the glove box vacuumed out, sprayed everything down with that disinfectant that I was using to clean the glove box, and that killed apparently a good amount of stuff because the smell has improved drastically. It's been sitting open like this in the garage for a while now. Well, since since that day, and yeah, it's better. It's much better. I also took the floor mats, laid them out on the grass over there, gave them a fresh water wash down as opposed to a saltwater wash down. Now what we're going to do is pull out this liner that's in here, and that's going straight in the bin because gross. And we're going to have a look at what kind of weight reduction / aftermarket modification / rust is going on in this general area. Frankly, I'm a little scared, but it's got to be done. Now, it being June, I would be remiss if I didn't wish to all those guys, gals, and non-binary pals out there a most joyous Pride Month. It's time to put a mask on and do a dirty, dusty, gross job. Here we go. Oh. Oh my. Well, it is, there's some good mouse architecture in there yet, but oh, look at that is. It's like the Titanic. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. Here you can see here, this is what remains of some of the material that made up the trunk, or the well, whatever the compartment is that the top sits in. How about that? Anyway, okay, so the spare mount is, well, that's not great. Not great at all. Who are you? Well, don't know, but it's rusted beyond all use, so that's where it goes. I mean, that is just, there's, by comparison, the tank that has been refurbished by yours truly looks just immaculate. At least that corner of it. Anyway, I don't, oh, it's so crunchy. Let's see, over here, some kind of bracket down here. I don't know what that is. Well, guess we'll get in here with the vacuum cleaner and see what other ugliness we can uncover. Oof, 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 oof. Well, I got it all vacuumed out, and somehow it simultaneously looks much better and much worse. See for yourself. Yeah, like here, this, the center portion, oh, that looks great. Nice and clean, ooh, not so good there. And here we can see more daylight, and there's a bolt coming through and routed through the fender well down there. And that's where the spare tire is supposed to go, but that's a hole I can stick my finger through, and you know, that's sad. This is all sad. There's a lot of sadness. I don't like it. But that's a job done. That's a thing that I wanted to get done, and it's done. Now the trunk will no longer be a haven for humidity and bad smells. And it's well ventilated. Yeah. Anyway, so now that we're done with that, we're going to get down to the real task at hand, which, as I mentioned before, I'm on a timeline, or on a deadline rather, because Dad will be here in 8 days. 8 days, yeah, 8 days. And we want to dive straight into the engine when he gets here. So I need to start pulling things apart. I'm not looking forward to that. Not at all. But it's got to be done. But first, I'm going to run the engine for a little bit, let it warm up, tool around the neighborhood again. So a reminder, cylinder number 4 is still disconnected. So I would love to go for a long drive, I really would, but that's not a good idea because you don't want to wash down the rings with that gasoline that's not being burned in the number 4 cylinder. So we're just going to go around the neighborhood a little bit because I need to start the car to pull it into the garage because I can't, as we've discussed before, can't push it in myself. But it's not good for an engine to just start it up, move it, 30 feet and then turn it off. So we're going to give her a little exercise one last time before we tear into this engine. So here we go. Let's go for a little drive. Very little drive. Well, as you no doubt can tell, the angle of the sun has changed quite a bit. I didn't go for a drive that long. I just, I had to feed the dogs, and I wanted the engine to cool down. But also I'm procrastinating because I've done this before. If you watched the 4-part story arc, Timing is Everything, I think it was episodes 20 through 24. I'm pretty sure it was 21 and 23. I spent all of 21 and 22. All of 21 on the starboard side of the engine and all of 22 on the port side of the engine. nautical terms. All this has to move. It doesn't necessarily have to come out, but it has to move. And that's a giant pain. But it's got to be done, because Dad's going to be here in 8 days. And we need to be pulling the covers off. I would like for the covers to be off by the time he gets here. But anyway, once again, I'm telling you what I'm going to do instead of actually doing it. So, as they say in Canada, pitter patter. Let's get at her. Well, with the exception of one, whatchamacallit, actually I'm sorry, it's a Dumafidgey. It's not a whatchamacallit, it's a Dumafidgey. There towards the aft end of the engine, the bolt for which is just above the number 8 spark plug, and if you know anything about a Chevy V8, that number 8 spark plug is buried. So I can't I mean, I shouldn't have procrastinated, because it's like, it's past 9:30 and I'm tired and it's time to like put my feet up, take a shower, put my feet up and watch some baseball. Because I can't, I got, look what I got going here. I got 2 extensions to a knuckle to an extension to it. We've gone round the bend. Anyway, most of the rest of the stuff is out of the way here on the starboard side. So if I can get that one, when I start, probably on Friday, no, Saturday. It's definitely going to be Saturday. Get that one bolt. It's this guy right here. It's got two bolts on a bracket down there buried. I got the forward one out. I can't get the aft one out. So when I get that, then I think I'll be able to take this cover off. And then I can move over to the port side. Yeah. That'll be Saturday. Because I'm tired. Like, real tired. So, we're going to call it for tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Or Saturday. This is Thursday. We'll see you on Saturday. Good night. I need another beer. Ready, go. All right, as promised, it's Saturday. Work resumes. I'm fairly certain that I just have one bolt left to remove on paraphernalia here on the starboard side. There's a vacuum thing. And once I get that bolt done, then I should be able to take off the starboard valve cover, I think. To do that, if I remember correct, really the easiest or least painful way to do that is to jack up the car a little bit and actually come in through the wheel well. So that's the plan. Do that, get that valve cover off, and then get started on the port side here, because as you no doubt remember, Dad's arrival is imminent. T-minus 6 days. I've been procrastinating all morning, because even though I know getting it up on the jack is going to make getting this bolt out easier, it doesn't mean it's going to be any fun. And once we do that, then it's this stuff, and it's brackets, and there's less stuff, but it's more involved. And anyway, I'm procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. 1, 2, 3, go! Green beans, go. Lowering. Clear starboard. Clear port. Lowering. Okay. We have a development. So just took the cover off, and one of these is not like the others. That it was not like that before. So what happened? See how everybody else is nice in a row, and that guy's, I mean, he's way off. Okay, stand by. Alright, so during the time out there, I'm sure it will surprise no one to know that I talked to Dad, and he said, pull out this valve lifter, put it on a flat surface, and roll it back and forth, kind of like a pool cue on a table, to see if it's bent at all. So let's find out if it's bent at all. Maybe just a little. Oh, that's violent. And it's broken. So there's another piece in there somewhere. Hopefully in the oil pan. Not. Oh my, that's bad. That's real bad, real bad. Well, there's your problem right there. Ay. Okay, well, we shall not be deterred. See how much these cost, and if I need to get a set of 8 or what. Anyway, And we'll carry on with removing the port side valve cover. See what's going on over there. That is just ridiculous. Okay, on we go. So here's where we're at. We've got a couple of things left to do today in preparation for doing a couple of things tomorrow, and then Dad's going to be here. So, step A, clean up the top of the intake manifold here. Vacuum it out a little bit because there's still some mouse turds and stuff that, haven't been got rid of. Step 2, spray down every intake manifold and exhaust manifold bolt I can find with WD-40 to start soaking. And then tomorrow I'll start prying on them, trying to get them to move. Step 3, put a socket and a breaker bar on the harmonic balancer on the front of the engine. Rotate her, well, before I rotate it, disconnect the ignition, the positive cable from the distributor so there's no sparky at all. Then rotate the engine to 0, top dead center, and pull the distributor out. Yeah, that's the plan. Here we go. Okay, so here's my line. That's top dead center, and it needs to go up there. So, let's find out what size I need here. 3/4? Hey! 3/4, sure enough. I can hear compression building. Okay, let's have a look from the top. Oops. It's like that might be it. Oh, too far. This would be so much easier with another person. Okay. Let's see, can you... Yeah. So there's my mark. Right there. Top dead center is that notch. And it's at 0. Okay. So there you go. Do I have enough time to pull the distributor today? What time is it? Nope, that's gonna have to be a tomorrow thing. Okay, well, it's getting hot. As you can see, the sun is creeping into the garage here. So we're gonna shut her down. There's a baseball game to go to this evening. So that's it for today. My niece and nephew are coming for a baseball game tomorrow, so after that is when I might pull the distributor. I don't know, we'll see. There will be a transition, and then you'll find out. Don't go away. Ooh. Well, folks, happy Juneteenth. May your cookout be plentiful and well attended. The plan for today was to pull the distributor and maybe drain some of the radiator fluid out. But I ran a 5K yesterday, and I didn't train for it at all. As a matter of fact, the last time I ran was back in July of last year. So I'm in significant pain. I'm pretty sure some of the vertebrae in my lower back have actually telescoped into each other. Dad's arrival is imminent, late Friday night. And so I still have Thursday and Friday to pull the distributor off and such. But you've seen that before if you've been watching the channel. And it's not, it's not super exciting to watch anyway. And I want to see if I can get this episode all edited and out to you folks before Dad gets here. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I was thinking I haven't asked an engagement question in this episode yet. So when I was in, I don't know, I was in high school, I think maybe in my sophomore year of high school, there was construction going on in the school. And all the dust kept setting off the fire alarms. I think we had 3 fire alarms in one day. So, we were getting restless, us kids. And we had a teacher that drove a little Geo Metro. It's about yay. Smart cars before there were smart cars. And on the 3rd fire drill, or false fire alarm, really, a bunch of the dudes on the football team decided to pick up his car and set it sideways between this giant elm tree across the street from the school and the telephone pole right across the sidewalk, just nose to tail. So he had to do about a 47.5 point turn to get it out of there. And man, was he angry. We all thought it was pretty funny. He did not. That was not funny to him. Have you ever pulled a car prank? What's the best? Have you ever had a car prank pulled on you? Tell your story. Put it down there in the comments. If you're enjoying the show, the channel, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell anybody. Potted plants, random passersby. Tell everyone. Spread the word. And yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll see you in the next episode.